Alright, hello. Hi. You can't talk yet. I have to introduce you. I have to introduce you because you're a special guest. Well, this is Breakroom Bullshit. Hello, everyone. And this week, unfortunately, Gable's not here. He's got some personal stuff going on he has to take care of, so he had to take the week off. But we have a special guest sitting in. You may remember him from his infamous coming in the toilet story. You remember him? We have Tito here. Say hello, Tito.
Hello. This is a nice break room here with the Coke machine that doesn't work, by the way.
Yeah, it's see, here's the funny story about the name. We were like, hey, wouldn't it be clever if we just record this in the break room and call it Breakroom Bullshit, and then we just don't record it in the break room?
Well, even funnier with that is if you had like the background noise, like in the background of like a break room. You know what I mean,
like people talking.
Yeah, like the sound of the TV.
Our break room can be very inappropriate because the one dude has like a fucking giant spindle of just DVDs he brought for people to watch on break. There's fucking like R-rated movies in there with like fucking scenes with people fucking and just nudity, and there's like fucking minors sitting in there on break.
Well, that's okay, but so he's forcing people to watch movies that they don't want to watch? Is that
It's a choice. It's a choice, okay? You don't have to get the abortion. You can choose.
Well, choice of a new generation, I guess.
He has like fucking 50 movies, and you can just pick whatever you want to pick.
Like, for example, what's a movie?
Dawn of the Dead.
Which one, though?
Remake.
Fucking asshole.
Harold and Kumar movies. Club Dread. All random shit, like the most random movies.
And they're all burnt.
No. They're actual DVDs.
Well, he's an asshole for buying real DVDs.
I don't know why he would bring in real DVDs for people just to watch because they get all fucked up.
That's why I'd bring in the burnt copies.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's what I would have done.
Alright, so yeah. Hey everyone, you should go to our Twitter and go on there at Breakroom BS1. It's Breakroom BS number 1. You can follow us and then read our tweets. And all our interactions with Brooks, who's the only one that listens.
He loves the podcast.
Dude, he's like the only one on there. It's so funny. So you can listen to us talk about Brooks and interactions with Brooks, and then you can go to our SoundCloud. Breakroom BS is the page, and you can just look for Breakroom Bullshit to find it. Dude, I was pretty excited. We had a whopping 27 listens this week. Dude, 27 is a lot. You look at some of those podcasts; they have like 3.
Well, I mean, that's cool.
I mean, 20 of them are probably Brooks clicking over and over again. That's fine. Whatever. I just like to pretend that's not the case.
There's got to be some other people.
I mean, there's a few on there where you can see like how many times like the same person's listening and stuff. And there's several people who have like different. You know what I mean?
Well, that's cool. I mean, even if you get 10, it is what it is. It's someone. I mean,
we just do it for fun. So as long as Brooks listens, that's all that matters. Let's start off with some news this week. We're gonna jump into some news. You know things. A lot of times when me and Gable are reading news, we don't know much.
Oh, so I figured as much.
Okay, you're a dick.
Sorry.
So we read the articles, and I'm like, do you know who this person is? And he's like, no. I'm like, me neither.
Well,
and we just move on. But
what do you mean? Like, we're not just all talking about comic book characters, are we? Just talking about...
Well, we're talking about directors.
Oh, okay.
Comic book characters, too. Our first news article, wait, here we go. And it's time for the news. That's where we pause for the news music. We just don't talk, and then I just add the news music in there later.
Alrighty then.
See, it's really high tech here in Breakroom Bullshit. Really high tech. So here's the first news article we have. James Gunn talks Marvel character trade with Fox for Guardian sequel. And if Gable was here, he would lay in for the 50th time his theory that Marvel and Fox are in bed together, and that they're going to start working together with movies, and when they reboot X-Men, it's going to be a joint thing they're going to do.
I agree with him on that. I'm telling you, I think there's a deal secretly in place that they're just waiting for the right time to announce it. I'm telling you, there is.
That's exactly what he's been saying.
And I'll base it on that X-Men TV show that's coming out. They had to authorize that, and there's no way that Marvel wouldn't have got something out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they still get residual, all that shit, you know what I mean, like money for that sell, like plus, all that stuff, but...
He's been making a lot of points, too, about how, like, in the comics, remember, like, basically Marvel in the comics, didn't they, like, basically get rid of the X-Men and kill them off or something like that?
Well, that's kind of what they're doing now. I mean, because they're doing the whole Inhumans bullshit.
Well, I heard they're bringing them back, though.
Well, they always will. I mean, I mean, it just... They always do this shit. Everybody comes back.
I heard they were doing a lot. Marvel's doing a lot of stuff to get rid of characters they didn't own the rights to, just to kind of stick it to Fox.
I heard that too a couple years back.
He's talking about, but they're bringing them back now, so maybe they did strike a deal with them or something.
Yeah, I mean,
that could support it. But anyway, there we go. Now you're good where you're at. Yeah, you're good. So anyway, so James Gunn. Okay, at a special screening and Q&A for Deadpool this weekend, Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese had a surprising revelation when they spoke about a character trait between Fox and Marvel. They revealed that when writing the character Negasonic Teenage Warhead for the film, they needed to get permission from Marvel since they radically altered her appearance and powers. Marvel was willing to accept the changes on the condition that Fox give them a character from their library, specifically Ego the Living Planet. Isn't it Ergo? It's Ego. Who will be played by Kurt Russell. It's Ego? Yeah, I guess it is Ego. Did you know about that?
I know, and I don't know why they chose that character to be his father. They should have either stuck with who his father is, even though the character kind of sucks, but they could have taken an existing character and mutated him into his father, which I think that's what they should have done.
I didn't really understand why they did that as well. Like, it just seemed weird to me. Like, if you're gonna change it to someone who's not in there, why don't you make it someone more relevant to the movie world?
I don't
know. But he said, James Gunn said, when I first pitched Ego as Quill's father, I thought we owned the character. After I had worked out a very elaborate story with Ego the Living Planet as a very important part of the Marvel comic universe, I learned that we actually didn't own the character. I had no backup plan, and it would have been nearly impossible to just drop another character in. Thank God Fox came to us and wanted to make a trade. They got really lucky with that then.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, shouldn't you make sure you can put a character in your movie before you write them?
And a character that people care about, by the way. Thank you.
Wait, so that's not that one?
I don't think...
No one cares about you.
I don't. I mean, people out there probably do.
I don't know who the fuck he was.
I'm not a... I mean...
Well, every time I see his picture, he looks fucking retarded.
Well, being you picture that as Kurt Russell now, if that's even how they make him look...
I mean, I hope.
Honestly, I think that's what they will do in that movie is make him actually look like the planet. So
you think he's going to look like a
yeah, I think he's going to. Because look at the comedy from those movies. I think it's what's going to happen.
How'd he fuck her though?
Maybe they'll do a flashback scene.
Is he the size of a planet?
I don't know how they're going to do the movie.
But he's supposed to be the size of a planet.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So how does a planet fuck a girl? That's weird. I mean, I wish that's pretty hot. I guess. All right, let's move on to the next one here. The Inhumans series will premiere next September in IMAX theaters. That's pretty cool. I
think that's better than a movie, which leads me back to that Marvel thing. I'm telling you that Fantastic Four probably took the Inhumans 2020 spot. Yeah, I'm betting that's exactly what happened.
I think that's what Gable's... Yeah, you and Gable are really on the same page with this theory, I'll tell you that. So IMAX and Disney announced an innovative agreement to exclusively premiere a new Inhumans series in IMAX theaters, marking the first time a live-action series is debuted in this manner. That's really cool. Under the agreement, a version of the first two episodes, the Inhumans series, produced in conjunction with ABC, will run worldwide exclusively in IMAX for 2 weeks, the beginning of September 2017. ABC plans to then premiere the weekly series in fall with additional exclusive content that can only be seen on the network. Now, the Inhumans will receive an initial 8-episode count. The first 2 episodes will debut in IMAX, with 6 more to air on ABC starting in September. I think that's good. I think the fewer the episodes, the better chance of being quality shit, you know what I mean?
That's why I'm a big fan, since I saw The Office, the BBC series, which is still probably that's one of the shows that I've probably literally watched 50 times.
Really?
No lie, because the episodes are so short. There's only 2 series plus the finale, which is like an hour and a half long, so altogether, you can get it done in a day. I've done it before, but I think it will, like you said, quality.
But here's the thing, BBC, nothing good is on the BBC, though.
No. Well, we won't make this a BBC discussion, but Sherlock.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing.
But no, I mean, you're right, though. It will be quality episodes.
Yeah. Because you got to figure if they're getting a budget and they, you know what I mean, they have more money to spend.
I'm also hoping that show takes off so they can cancel the show that's on there now, because that show that's on there now sucks. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that show sucks.
That was a perfect segue. It's also noted that this TV series is not some adaptation of the feature film planned for Phase 3 or a spin-off of Agents
Good.
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Good.
The latter bit is actually interesting since many AOS fans, I think there's 3 of them, have been wondering if show star Chloe Bennett would be a possible route to spinning off the Inhuman series. Now that we know what the show is not, it leaves the question of what it is. So that's interesting. But yeah, I haven't given it a chance yet, so I can't speak to.
I'm telling you, the first season was pretty good. When they did the Winter Soldier tie-in, that was really fucking good. Yeah. But then season 2, man, is where it started to go downhill fast, and then it's just horrible.
I heard the first season sucked and it got better.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't honestly think so.
So if I add everyone's opinions together, the whole series just sucks.
Average, yeah. Or it sucks, yeah, it sucks.
Average or sucks.
More suckage.
How do you feel about all these live-action Disney movies they're making?
I'll let this be known that one of my favorite Disney movies is Beauty and the Beast. I have many editions. I love that movie.
Oh, it's a tale as old as time.
It is. It's a beautiful movie.
I don't have a problem with that one at all being live action. Although I did watch the trailer for it, and I don't know if there was.
I didn't see it yet. Does it look good?
Like his face just looks weird to me. Like I don't know if the CGI is not done all the way.
This could be.
It just looked off.
Does it resemble the cart animated version? Yeah. Does it really?
I think so, yeah. I have no problem with that one. I actually talked to Gable about this on the podcast. What I have a problem with is a live-action Lion King movie. That's retarded.
That's probably my favorite Disney movie of all is Lion King. And I agree. You can't make a live-action movie of that. It's not going to be the same.
There's no live-action characters though. You're going to have an entire movie with CGI
I know.
characters.
You could do it, but they shouldn't do it.
I mean, the only thing they could do is put real animals in it. Other than that, it's not a live-action movie.
And then they're going to be singing the songs again, which will suck.
It's the Jungle Book without the human in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't understand anything, but I just read... Actually,
I like the Jungle Book, though. I thought that was a good... I bought that. I liked it a lot.
That was really good. I liked it, too.
Even Little Mermaid they're doing, too, which that also is one of my favorite movies.
Okay, so last night at work, okay... We're scrolling through IMDb looking at trailers.
Yeah.
There's a trailer for Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? It's a live action. I'm like, oh, interesting. So we watched the trailer, and there is no indication whatsoever. Okay, hold on a second. We'll be right back. Okay, so we just watched that trailer for Little Mermaid, and, what about that is a Little Mermaid?
Not one thing. Maybe the first shot of the...
Yeah, I didn't see that shot whenever I watched it the first time, but...
Well, someone added that shot in it.
Yeah, but, the whole trailer is, it looks like Showgirls 1.5. I'm like, what the fuck does it have to do with anything?
That's a good... You're right. It does. It does look like Showgirls minus Elizabeth Berkley. Or no, was that her?
I think that is her name.
Jessie.
Yeah, that's what she's known as.
Yeah, Jessie.
She goes by just Jessie normally. But yeah, that looks fucking stupid. What were we even talking about before that? There was something else I was going to say too. Or we were talking about the Disney movies. The Disney live-action movies. So I heard Winnie the Pooh's going to be one now.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they're making Winnie the Pooh.
I can see that because it did Yogi Bear.
I think some of them are going... It's a little unnecessary for some of these.
Oh, it's completely unnecessary. This is all over the spectrum of necessary. We're living in La La Land, sir. This is the 1980s all over again. We're in a loop. We're in a loop.
I don't want to see La La Land. It looks bad.
I don't either. And they showed that trailer again yesterday in front of Arrive when I was like, really? I don't want to watch this again.
I think it looks
it's horrible.
Bad. I wish we were living in the 80s. The 80s is way better than this.
I agree, but then, not now.
The music was better.
Everything was better. Still, that's my main favorite music is all from the 80s.
The drugs were better.
Oh, yeah.
Cocaine was all the rage.
I guess if you're into cocaine.
Did you see American Psycho?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Dude, I tell you, I got a fucking ticket.
No.
$210.
You were speeding, of course. Why would you speed? You speed too much. You all speed too much.
I normally don't speed. Normally I set my fucking cruise control and I just go. Okay, so here's what happened. A state trooper pulled me over. I was going 82 and a 55. I was on 376. It was 2 in the morning. I just left work, and normally I said it, but I wasn't paying attention. There was no one on the road, and I was just listening to the Taz show and just not even paying attention. I didn't even realize I was speeding because I forgot to fucking set my cruise control. I got fucking pulled over. But what's funny about that is whenever we first left work, me and the other manager left, and we started driving. We were just messing around, and he was kind of going on my left, and he was trying to pass me, so I started speeding up. I was going 105 at that point.
Interesting.
But then I immediately slowed down because I was just fucking around. So then I was just going the speed limit after that. But then eventually, after I got way further on 376, I wasn't paying attention, and I started speeding. I got fucking pulled over. But I fucking sent it in and put not guilty on it.
That's funny.
Yeah, because I was talking to my boss at work, and then several of the cops at work, and they're all like, dude, because initially I signed guilty and put an envelope, and I was going to send it in, but I didn't send it in yet. And the cops were all like, are you fucking stupid? Just put not guilty on it. The worst case scenario, you pay $8 more for the court cost. Best case scenario, you don't have to pay the ticket. Like, at least try and fight it. I was like, yeah, that's a good point. I'm just going to try to get the points taken off so I don't get points on it, so I don't have to pay more insurance. That's my plan. But, yeah, so that sucked. I was pretty annoyed by that. And this is a perfect segue from that to Marvel's Cloak and Dagger. You know anything about Cloak and Dagger?
I was never a big fan of them.
I don't know.
Still not really.
Is that Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
What, in that picture?
No. Is that what Mr. and Mrs. Smith are, just like spies?
Pretty much.
That are married?
Yeah.
Well, the Hollywood Reporter brings word on development of Marvel's Cloak and Dagger, the new TV series announced for the channel Freeform.
Oh, it's going to be gay. That's the ABC Family. Remember a long time ago, it was called so many things over the years.
Formerly ABC Family.
But it was called so many various things over the years, though. I can't remember what it was. I think originally it was called the Family Channel. Back when they showed reruns of that Wilfred Brimley show where he played a grandfather. You probably don't remember that show, do you?
Wilfred Brimley's going to be at Monster Mania and
Get out of here.
He's going to be at 2 conventions coming up.
Isn't he dead? Didn't the diabetes get him already?
It's going to be a weird appearance. He's not going to have a leg and he's going to be in a casket, apparently.
Check your insulin, Wilfred.
So they're revealing that the writer... that Marvel's Daredevil writer Joe Pekoski has been tapped as the series showrunner. With the good news must also come the bad, however, as the outlet reports the series has been delayed and will now debut in winter of 2018.
Good.
So do you know anything about them? It says it focuses on Tandy Bowen and Tyrone Johnson.
I'm not really a big fan of Cloak and Dagger. I mean, they've been in books I've read, obviously, but I've never really got into them.
Cloak is capable of teleportation through the dimension of darkness. Dagger has the ability to create light daggers with her mind, which she can control as well. So, are one of these a dude?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Interesting. Here's some Daredevil news. The Hollywood Reporter once again confirms that John Wick's David Leitch will helm Deadpool 2. I love John Wick.
I did too. I can't wait to see the sequel.
And one thing about John Wick I love was the directing of the action scenes was great. You could see what the fuck was going on.
In the premise too, they fucking they shot his.
Don't fuck with his dog.
Don't fuck with the man's dog because his wife or was a fiance that got him. Yeah, that's right. That movie was badass.
It was. I liked it a lot too. I gotta buy. I don't know why.
I don't have it either.
I don't know why I don't have it.
I'm buying that today.
I am too. I might not today, but I will buy it. I will purchase that film. That's a great fucking movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, or at least maybe get it before the sequel comes out.
Exactly.
That's more of. I think I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and do that.
Out?
I think next year.
Oh, it's not until next year?
Yeah.
Oh, I got time then.
I mean, they just released a trailer for it. Did you watch it?
Yeah, the trailer looked really good. It looks real good.
I could see there being a third one.
Yeah.
I bet there will be.
I don't know how the first
John
one
Wick trilogy.
Did it make money?
I thought it did, but I mean, I'm
sure it had a small budget.
Yeah, it's probably become more of a cult movie too over time.
As previously reported, though, plans for Deadpool 3 are already in works, and the trade confirms that a hunt is underway for a different Deadpool director there. It sounds like they're trying to get Deadpool 3 in production, as they're doing Deadpool 2.
Yeah, we better slow the roll on that, though. I mean, let's make sure the second movie is quality too before let's make that third one.
Yeah, you don't want to, just because Deadpool did make a lot of fucking money.
Because they stuck to the source material. That's how you make the money, Warner Brothers, you pricks. Your movies suck.
Warner Brothers sucks, dude. They suck bad. Here's some Star Wars news.
Oh, is that Daisy Ridley?
I don't know what you're talking about. Games of War star Emilia Clarke has joined the cast of the second Star Wars story film, the still untitled Han Solo movie. Emily Clark joins Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo and Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian. So you watch Game of Thrones?
Love that show, but it's interesting about this. She took that role because she refuses to get naked anymore, so that role fits her perfectly. Did you know that about her?
Wait, oh, because it's a Star Wars movie.
No, also the Game of Thrones. Like the first few seasons, she was naked all the time. I mean, that's what in the books that character is supposed to be like that. But as the series has progressed, she's gotten upset and wants to be taken seriously. One of them deals. You know what?
I mean, Julianne Moore is still taken seriously. She's getting fucked all the time in her movies.
And don't forget, she was in that travesty of a movie last year, Terminator Genesis. So she picked. Her? Yeah, that was her.
Oh,
so she picks. She has. Awful. So she needs to stay naked on Game of Thrones.
She needs to stay naked. That movie was so.
Yeah,
bad.
It was. Yeah,
it was awful. It was awful. There's some Mortal Kombat's always. That's never having problems, right?
Oh Jesus, that movie. When was that movie supposed to come out?
Fucking years ago, I think.
Oh, we're going to coincide with a new game with a movie. No, it didn't happen. We had the TV series. I mean, that Legacy. Was it Mortal Kombat Legacy?
Cool, yeah.
I liked it. I liked
some
it
of them,
a lot.
I don't know. Some of them I thought were dumb, but for the most part, they were good.
Yeah.
Simon McQuoid is going to direct the reboot of Mortal Kombat. What's he done?
I don't. Does it say? I don't really recognize that name.
No. James Wan's producing it though. He's a solid guy.
What has he done? Oh, well, let's list it all. Yeah, that's true.
Little movie with 3 letters that might be famous.
And a little franchise that's pretty. Well, that's fantastic.
Saw.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Saw.
That. Well, yeah, but I mean, that too.
Dead Silence. Wait, did he do Dead
Silence?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm good.
That was a good movie. I like that movie.
I'm good at my job.
That was another movie that had a twist to it at the end. Do you remember that movie?
I didn't see that movie.
Oh, you got to see it. I liked it. There's a twist.
Dead Silence. That's one that's in the break room. That was playing the one day.
I would watch it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a long thing on here about how they want to do the movie right, so they're not rushing it. And it's going to be Enter the Dragon, but whatever. I don't care. So we're just gonna skip. Oh boy, that's depressing.
We didn't need it. The first one's good enough. You can't. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, but what if it's the same people though? It was going to be. It said.
If it was the same people, I would say yeah.
It says original filmmaker Roland Emmerich has been attached to the Stargate remake since 2013, according to Dean Devlin, which was a new take on the 1994 hit. I guess it's no longer in the cards. It looked good for a couple months, but now it's not looking so good, said Devlin. There are just a lot of things that have to fire at the same time. There was a moment when I thought it was all firing at the same time, then it all kind of fell apart. That's unfortunate.
Well,
so he was attached to it.
I didn't know that, but I bet had Independence Day Resurgence been a hit, we would have seen it.
No doubt that Independence Day Resurgence underperforming had something to do with it.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Well, look at that. They waited 20. Explain to me how in 20 years they're able to turn all that alien tech bullshit.
It had plot holes.
Big plot holes. That was the biggest plot hole of all. How they was able to have that technology 20 years later.
Dude, I watched it, and that's one of the first things I thought. I was like, how are they able to do this?
I mean, I'll admit, it's okay, but the first one's superior.
The first one's definitely way better.
You're better off just watching that and like, I don't care. You don't need to see what they're up to. Hell, Will Smith didn't even want to come back and do it. That shows you how much...
Well, he was too busy doing whatever fucking artsy picture he's doing this week. Because he does all kinds of good movies now. Originally, they were going to reboot it into a trilogy.
I think I did remember hearing that.
Yeah. And now it's time for the best article of the day. Are you ready for this?
It's that one.
You ready?
Sure.
Steve Carell may be the first star to sign on to play Minecraft for the big screen.
I did hear that.
That's fucking retarded.
It is, but it's going to make a lot of... Kids love it. The kiddies love it.
How do you make a Minecraft movie?
The kids love it.
Warner Brothers Pictures and Mojang have reportedly found a likely star for the upcoming Minecraft film. Steve Carell is being eyed to headline the video game adaptation. It's coming out May of 2019. I guess he would be lending his voice to the future film. The exact format that the Minecraft movie will take is yet to be fully revealed. I don't care. Are you going to watch it?
No.
Yeah, you're going to watch it. You're going to love it. Don't lie to me.
No.
You love Minecraft.
I hate that fucking game. You
told me the other day you were playing Minecraft. You're like, dude.
I've never played that game
dude, I don't know if I can make it up for Survivor Series. I got some Minecraft to play this weekend. That's what you said to me.
Shame.
Okay.
Shame.
You don't like the New Day anymore. You can't do that.
I don't like them anymore. They suck.
Well, that's actually perfect. It's going to lead into our next segment when we come back, which is we're not going to have Gable's comic review this week. We can't do it without Gable. Gable's incoherent ramblings can't be replaced. We got to keep Gable. So we're not.
Plus, I'm too current on the comics too, by the way. So we be talking about current stuff.
Look at this guy, Mr. Fucking.
Just saying.
I can afford more than Marvel Unlimited.
Well, you know how I'm getting them, so don't.
It's not really above board. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that. So we'll be back. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. We'll be right back.
Above board. I think they should let it go for a while.
Oh.
I don't think it should end. Didn't they say on like Taz show or something Friday that someone said they should end now? Someone called in and mentioned I thought that they should have Randy turn on. Why? I don't think they should do it this early.
I think you might have mentioned that.
Yeah, they shouldn't do it this early.
But here's the thing though with that, like, isn't Randy leaving?
That's right.
He's leaving because he's having a kid.
That's
so I'm like,
well,
that's why I'm like, what are they doing?
Well, they don't. Maybe they have Wyatt turn on him.
Because from what I understand, he's leaving right after Survivor Series.
That's right.
Because he wasn't even supposed to do Survivor Series initially.
That's right.
So if he's leaving, like, are they? If are they just going to leave the story open and like say he's still with the Wyatts and just go away?
I would.
That may be kind of weird though. They could do some storyline where like he went to maybe Orton had to make himself deeper into the Wyatt family. He had to go away and do something.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back with a different look.
A beard.
That would be kind of cool.
Orton came back with a long beard.
That would be kind of cool.
That'd be nuts.
And he have like different clothes on too, like jeans and shit. Yeah. And flannel.
All right, so that was us talking about. We're back. I like to do this thing with Gable where I don't tell him when I start recording.
I didn't want to say anything, but I knew it was recording because I looked down. I was like, oh, he's recording.
I do that to Gable all the time. Okay. I just start recording. But so since we're not doing Gable's comics, we're going to do some wrestling. We're watching Survivor Series tonight. So by the time anyone listens to this, it's all going to be moot because you're going to know what happens.
Yeah. It's still real to me, damn it.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So we were just talking about the Wyatts and the... Oh, okay. So do you think there's going to be a turn tonight?
No. I think the one turn will be like I said. It's probably going to be the Shield are going to unite at some point in that match.
So?
Oh, most fucking definitely they're going to unite at some point. Like I tell you, I think it's exactly what's going to happen. And that main event's going to be AJ and Dean versus Rollins and Reigns, and that's where it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly where it's going to happen. Then what's going to end up happening is Dean turns on them two, and he ends up winning the match. I think SmackDown team is going to win, which I prefer they win because I think it's the better show. Yeah. I mean, even though I like the guys on the fucking Raw side,
Rollins
but and
how do you feel about Rollins now?
I still like him.
I like him. I don't like him anywhere near as much as I did when he was a heel, though.
Yeah, and it's just some of the stuff he's saying is so cheesy. Like, come on, man.
Your favorite line of all time?
I'm not saying it because it's cheesy and stupid.
I mean, here's the thing, like,
and then I'll put him on my list.
I think
say it.
I think he should be a face. I mean,
yeah, obviously, yeah.
Be. I mean, so I have no.
That's the whole basis of this shirt. Yeah. Look at the back of that shirt says
redesign, rebuild,
reclaim,
reclaimer.
That's
from Halo. Reclaimer.
Okay, but that's a face. A face would say that. No heel would say that.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, they should have turned him face as soon as he came back. Which I don't know why
they fucked up.
They did fuck up. I think he'd be even more popular now if they would have done it initially.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I have no problem with being a face. It's just I just like heels better, so that's just my preference. But I think they're doing the right thing with him.
Yeah, I agree. I don't hate him. I still like him.
Yeah. But, I mean, we do all hate Roman Reigns.
Ooh. Yeah, everybody. They're so... they don't get it. Yeah. Like I sadd, the only thing would work at this point is to maybe reunite the Shield entirely. The
reason I think that would work is because...
it would get him back over.
Yeah, Ambrose and Rollins are so over, he's just going to start getting cheered by default.
Like that's what I'm telling you. Maybe that would have been cool as fuck. We could have had the Baylor Club versus the Shield for like a few months.
Yeah. I told you whenever I met Balor how I mentioned that to him,
That's funny, right? Yeah. That's really funny he said that.
Dude, you look back right now, you're like, dude, what the fuck went wrong? Remember whenever we first heard that they signed all these guys, all the cool possibilities of what could happen?
Nothing ever happened.
Nothing came of it.
Well, the coolest thing was when AJ came to the Rumble. That was a surprise. I didn't see that coming. He was like number, 3 or 4, too.
Yeah, he was pretty early.
Because he was in there with Reigns in the beginning.
Well, see, that's like if someone asks me what's wrong with WWE, I'll just point out what they did with the Balor Club.
Yeah, they fucked it up. They can't do it now properly.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
No one's going to care anymore now.
The only way it possibly could happen is if like they use the Bullet Club name.
Yeah. I just think it's another thing of like Vince not wanting to do it because it's not something WWE came up with.
Yeah.
Like just how they recently mentioned War Games again on Taz.
They should have done that.
They've never done that.
They should do that.
Just because Vince didn't come up with that. Guarantees because Vince didn't come up with it because he's a fucking stubborn old man.
Yeah, I don't know why they not that match would fucking work perfectly.
Yeah.
They could have done a War Games match.
I heard what you're talking about, what he said about Tom Phillips coming up to him.
That's pretty funny.
Kind of gave him acting like maybe he listened to the show. I was curious if Taz was going to mention if he said anything to Corey Graves or Mauro Ranallo about their announcing. Like,
didn't he say he talked to Corey Graves?
He said he talked to him because Corey Graves is part of the ECW thing they did.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. I was just curious if he was going to mention anything like that. I was also curious who the people were that were calling it a podcast. Or the people he was mentioning that would be like, oh, so what have you been up to?
Idiots.
Like those douchebags.
Yeah.
Stupid idiots. That's what they are. So the first match, I think, is... I don't know if these are in order. Who knows what order they're going to be in. But Kendrick's fighting Kalisto for the Cruiserweight title.
I think Kalisto's going to win because I think that title's going to SmackDown.
Yeah. All the reasons...
It's got to.
All the reasons Taz said made perfect sense about, like...
The show being after, I mean...
Yeah. It makes no sense. Is Ronaldo going to just be only on 205 Live? You think he's going to stay on SmackDown?
I think he's going to do both.
Because I would necessarily agree with that. I think having Tom Phillips at the fucking commentary table is fucking dumb.
Yeah, I don't like 4 people.
Having 4 people is stupid.
I don't like 3 people. Now it's getting worse.
I don't care that he's supposed to be a host. It's fucking dumb.
They never had hosts a long time ago.
No. I think it's dumb. You think I don't even like Brian Kendrick. Do you like him? I thought you said you might like him.
I like his attitude outside the ring. I like on his philosophy on life and stuff. You dig that because he's into conspiracies and he's a big pot smoker. So that's why.
How's he in WWE if he's a pot smoker?
That boggles my mind. Yeah, he's into pot.
Maybe it's medical. If he has a
it
thing
probably
for it,
is.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe they're a little lax on that now. If it comes in with a pre-existing condition, then they allow it. So they know ahead of time.
Well, you're allowed no matter what if you're part-time, apparently. That's just retarded, but whatever.
That's true.
That's so fucking dumb. But, yeah, I see Kalisto winning it. I think he's going to win it. But, I mean, it's just going to be weird to put...
I don't know that for a fact that Kendrick's on weed, but a podcast I heard, he pretty much said he does it, so...
It's hinted at.
Yeah, I just want to throw that out there.
You're going to be like, I know Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, no, I don't know him. I don't claim to know him, period, but I just like his philosophy on shit.
We smoked the bowl last night.
Well, I did. I smoked the bowl before I came here.
Let's talk about me and Kendrick.
Oh, did you?
Okay, so one thing that happened on SmackDown that annoyed me is Mauro Ranallo sounds like such a fucking idiot when he tries to like say young lingo and sound cool.
I know.
Did you hear when he goes, he is L-I-T?
I didn't hear that.
I almost wanted to just blow my brains out. He goes, he is L-I-T. I'm like, he just say he's lit. You need to shut the fuck up, Mario. You sound like an idiot. He sounds like, what, you alright?
Yeah.
Is there a fly?
Noise.
Is it?
Oh, that's the fan, the heater.
There's a fly. Hey, you should turn that off.
What is it?
Put it on off. I think it's on heat right now. Because I don't know if it's going to show up on here. Wait, no, I didn't say take your clothes off. I said turn that off. There you go. You did it. You did it. Alright, so we're both in agreement that Kalisto is probably going to win. What I was surprised about was, since this is the next one, Miz versus Sami Zayn, like, how did Taz not realize that both titles will be on Raw if the Intercontinental title goes to Raw? Even on Friday's show, he's like, yeah, a guy tweeted me. I didn't even think about it. It's so obvious that if the IC title goes to Raw, they'll have the US and the IC title. They're not going to have those on the same show. I'm like, no shit. I've been thinking about that forever since they've been talking about it.
I honestly thought they were going to do that.
I don't think they were.
I think they might.
Dude, what are they going to have on SmackDown?
I'm telling you, I think they might bring back like another title. I was thinking maybe the TV title.
You think so?
Possibly.
I mean, I guess if they get rid of the Cruiserweight title...
But now we're jumping, though, like, there's too many titles, like...
That's what I'm saying, like... That means
you don't have enough people to cover.
You're going to have the Universal, the US, and the Intercontinental, and the Tag Team, and the Women's title on Raw. That's 5 fucking titles. That's a lot.
Well, man,
I mean, granted, the cruiserweight was already 5 as well, but the cruiserweights were going to be moving to 205 Live.
So you're thinking that's what's going? They won't appear on SmackDown? I don't think they're going.
I think they might have like one match.
That's
maybe.
what I was thinking. Just one segment to like, hey, watch the network after SmackDown's over to watch this. What a stupid name too. 205 Live.
That's pretty dumb.
They come up with real winners over there nowadays.
They're smart.
Good market research, assholes.
They're buttholes.
No, they're assholes.
You can't be so vulgar.
Why? I thought this was a... Wait a minute, what do you mean?
Okay, what I try to do is...
You didn't tell me the limits.
What I do is, like, every other week, you know how, like, Austin does his Unleashed and his regular?
Then I'm done.
I'm totally kidding.
Okay, because I'm not doing a PG podcast.
So anyway, The Miz and Sami Zayn. So, you think that Sami Zayn's going to win it?
I think he should. I think he deserves it,
I think
too.
He definitely should be the champion.
I think so. Because they use him and then they do nothing with him. And
I think there's some cool things they could do with this, though. I mean, they could have Sami Zayn lose it and then have Miz just go to Raw anyway and then have Sami Zayn win it off of him
What if
later.
that's what happens? What if Miz or Sami Zayn comes to SmackDown? That'd be kind of cool.
You mean...
With the IC title.
Switches?
Yeah, what if they do it? Didn't Taz say too, or about the
someone
the
called
title? Yeah,
someone drafted the title, not the person. I don't know if that would flow though. I mean, hasn't there been times in the past where the title changes hands and it goes to the other show? I thought that's kind of happened several times.
True.
I think. I don't know if it was stand up in a court. I don't know if that was stand up in the WWE court.
Well, remember back in 2005 when they did that draft? And Cena came to Raw, and he was the champ. Remember, and that's the time he was feuding. It was in July too, I think that happened because he was feuding with Jericho and Christian for the title.
I wasn't watching.
Yeah, he did because he watched it at that pay-per-view at your house because Jericho left after his loss.
I didn't. You're lying.
Okay, it was the one in Monaco down the street too. Yeah, it was Vengeance 2005.
Is it like one of the last ones I watched? Or
Must
something?
have been because it was Vengeance 2005. Yeah. I remember.
Because I thought I stopped watching around 2004, around that time, so maybe it was 2005 I stopped watching.
Yeah, I think there was I can't remember what other matches were on that card, but that was the main event.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, so I guess, so you say, what were you saying who's going to win? You think Sami Zayn's going to win?
Yeah, I think he will.
You think Sami Zayn?
Yeah.
I agree. I think Sami Zayn's going to win, too. I think he should win. But okay, so next we have Team Raw. Now, do you think they should do the tag team elimination as both team goes, or both people have to be eliminated off the team?
As whoever gets eliminated, like they did a long time ago, because this is one match I'm actually looking forward to because it's 20 guys standing on the ring post like they did back in the early days, like the late 80s, late 80s.
So if one team member gets eliminated, they both leave?
That's from what I remember. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that's what happened because that's what make the ring shrink down faster. Because hell, if it's just one person, there's
going to take for 19 eliminations.
Yeah, which is going to be ridiculous because then they're all going to start doing like their finish. Everybody's going to run in. Yeah. Someone's going to get hit with the finishing move, and then they pin. That person gets up. Yeah. Someone else comes in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's just goofy.
You're right.
So yeah, they'll do whoever gets eliminated and out.
It'll be cool to see all those fucking
That's what
people.
I'm saying. Yeah, they used to do that shit. When I heard it, I was like, man, 20 people. I can't wait to see them just standing there.
In regards to this one and the women's one, I think it doesn't even matter who wins them.
I think the women's win, the Raw team will win. I really
so?
Oh, jeez. Look at the SmackDown side. They got nobody.
They got Alexa Bliss.
They got Becky Lynch plus nobodies.
They got Alexa Bliss.
They got Becky Lynch.
I want to meet
Becky Lynch.
I want to meet Alexa Bliss.
I want to meet Becky Lynch.
I met Becky Lynch. I want to meet Alexa Bliss.
I want to hear her Irish lass accent.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
Is it?
Yeah. I showed the picture where her tits were just kind of like...
I think you did.
Yeah.
Didn't you say she changed after?
She put a scarf on like immediately
hot.
afterwards.
That's
I
hot.
was like, all right. Hot. That's hot.
No, she's hot.
I think she's hot. Even though her eye seems to be a little weird, but I think she's hot.
That eye can go up and down, left and right.
Shawn Michaels that eye everywhere.
Got kicked by a mule.
Yeah, I think she's fucking hot. I think she's way hotter now than she was before she dyed her hair and everything. Like when she was in NXT.
I agree. I like the orange hairdo.
Yeah, I think it's hot.
Because she originally had the red. She had all red hair.
Did she?
Yeah, that's what she originally had red.
Really?
Then she dyed it. Whenever they put there towards the end when she was...
Well, didn't she have
it was orange.
Like plain hair before it was even red?
I think initially, but then it came it was like maroon or red. It was very similar to no, it was red because it wasn't similar to Sasha's.
Okay.
But yeah, now I like it orange.
So for the tag team, who do you think's going to win that one? Although I don't think it matters. Obviously, the same team's not going to win all of them. You know what I mean? The same show.
Yeah, I think that one might go to Raw, unfortunately.
You think Raw's going to win?
Yeah, I think Raw's going to win maybe all of them but the main event.
Okay.
That's what yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bunch of fucking people in that thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just agree with you. Raw. And you said the women's one, which is next, you think it's going to be Raw as well?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. All right. So we have... So, the female one we have... Of all these women in here, who do you think are the 3 hottest ones in this?
Who?
Okay, I'm just going to read them all off for everyone. Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi. Pick your top 3 in order.
Now, this is based on my attraction.
Yes. Go from 3 to number 1. Number 3 being the lower, number 1 being the hottest one in there.
Becky Lynch probably is still my number 1.
Right, clearly you can't take directional. You're like Rob the Viking. I said number 3 first.
Oh, shit.
You gave it away.
Oh, okay, number 3.
You blew your load early.
Let's see here.
This is hard. Let me think. Okay. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting close.
Probably number 3 is just based on lately. Is probably Charlotte. I think she's looked a lot better lately. Really? A lot better.
WWE does their wonders, man. Remember fucking Lita before she came to WWE?
That's true.
So number 3 is Charlotte. This is this week's top 3. We're doing for this week's top 3.
Do you got to hold for like a top 3 song? Like,
no, oh wait, and we're gonna start our top 3. Here we go. All right, and we're back with our top 3, and this week we're gonna do top 3 hottest chicks in the Survivor Series female wrestling match.
Yeah,
it's a long title, and your number 3 is
probably Charlotte.
My number 3 is gonna be Becky.
Whoa.
Ooh, low on the list for you.
Yeah.
Now, who's your number 2? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
see, you're gonna find this. This is gonna say
it.
Nia Jax. I told you I have a thing for girls like that. Yeah, I don't know why. I have a thing for bigger girls like that. I don't know why.
And these 10 people, she's number 14 on my list.
I'm sorry. I have a thing for bigger girls like that.
That's
they
interesting.
Have the more to grab onto.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
That's why all the times I've mentioned, I've never knocked her as much as you have, if you've noticed.
You're like, I didn't want to say anything.
No, it's like, okay.
Yeah, to each their own, man. Someone's got to...
I dig them.
Someone needs to want to fuck Nia Jax.
I will.
So, you got Charlotte and then Nia Jax. My number 2 is going to be Sasha Banks.
Yeah, she would have been, if I had a runner-up, would have been her. She would have been the other one.
So who's your... I already know.
We already know it.
No, we don't, because we just started. Becky Lynch is your number 1.
And it's Becky Lynch.
Oh, Becky Lynch. My number 1 is Alexa Bliss.
I figured as much.
Oh, my God. I don't know why. I think she's so fucking hot.
I don't like that they're doing the whole Harley Quinn thing. Harley Quinn thing.
She's the queen of all Harleys.
I just don't like that.
Oh, I want to eat her out. Okay, so let's move on to our... So now we're going to do the top 3 hottest guys in the male one.
Oh, shit.
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
We could do it as a joke if you want to do it.
Okay, we'll do... Okay. Well, first of all, who do you think is going to win? You said what you think is going to happen. Now, do you think that's really going to happen? That's what you want to happen? I think at some point in that match, if that's not how it happens, they will most definitely be uniting and attacking somebody. I think they'll be united at some point,
and I think it's going to be AJ they unite
I think the same thing, because I remember thinking that Ambrose, if he's going to turn on someone, it'd be AJ.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. That's exactly what's going to happen.
But do you think it's going to end with the Shield reuniting? Or you think Ambrose is going to turn on the Shield?
I think he's going to turn on the Shield because he's going to. Everybody's going to be happy there for a moment, but then he's going to realize that it's not.
I got you.
Yeah.
Didn't all 3 members of the Shield consecutively win Money in the Bank?
I think they did. That's pretty fun. I never thought about that
Rollins
statistic.
won that year. The next one was Reigns.
You knew he
right?
was winning that first year. You knew for sure he was winning that match.
Reigns won the next one, didn't he?
Yeah, the one we didn't watch because you assholes
No,
in
he didn't
Chicago.
win it. Did he win it?
Yeah, because you...
No, Sheamus
that's
won
right.
it.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I got super excited. There, he was
Yeah.
up there. Then the lights went out.
Yeah.
Then it came back on, and Wyatt was down there, and he knocked Reigns off the ladder. That's right. That's what happened.
I was wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
okay. So you think that SmackDown's going to win? You think Amber's
I want them to win, and I think they're going to.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
Yeah, I think SmackDown's going to win it. All right, so now we're going to pause for a second to prepare our list. All right, now we're going to pause for our music for our next top 3. All right, and we're back here with our top 3 guys from the men's Raw match that we would like to have sex with. All right, who's your number 3?
And number 3, I pick Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. That's interesting. Now, here's the thing. I was thinking about putting Randy Orton on my list, but I feel like he's going to be an asshole and just not treat me right. Because he has all that...
I think he would be...
all that stuff, those backstage stories about him being a jerk.
Yeah, but I think he'd be fun in the sack, though.
Yeah, but I feel like he's just going to like fucking take a shit on my face and leave or something.
Oh, he might RKO you on the way out the door. What if he...
that's his big finish for the RKO shit.
No, it gets even better. What if he RKOs your penis and it rips off? What if it rips off?
You can't rip it off. That's not nice. He's gonna RKO it out of nowhere. Oh wait, I just changed my number 1 on the fly. Okay, my number 3 is gonna be Kevin Owens. Hear me out.
I thought about picking him, but
I feel like he's like a cuddly teddy bear.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
and I feel like he's a real nice guy in real life. He'd just be really, really, really cool and nice and fun, and you want to cuddle.
Yeah,
and his beard would feel nice too.
That's true.
Probably.
That's true.
Okay, who's your number 2?
The phenomenal one.
Oh, guess who my number 2 is? AJ Styles as well. It is. I swear.
I bet our number 1 is the same.
AJ Styles was even number 1, but I just changed.
I bet our number 1 is the same.
AJ Styles, I like his soccer mom haircut. It's cute.
Yeah, I think plus he's a family man.
He has that accent.
That's true.
Yeah, he's gonna be talking dirty in his southern drawl. That'd be nice.
He's an older guy. It's more experience.
All right, we're gonna say our number 1 at the same time on 3. Okay.
Wait, are we saying we saying the full name?
We're gonna say the full name. The full real name at the same time on 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Seth Rollins.
Oh,
I thought for sure we was gonna both pick the same one.
I was gonna do Seth Rollins, but Shane McMahon's rich. I can get his money.
I take that back. I too pick Shane McMahon. Yeah, we both picked Shane. That's a surprise. Again, we both 2 in a row. We got.
Well, the Shane McMahon is also another reason is because of the story I heard on the Taz show about how nice he is.
Yeah, that's true.
That was really cool.
He would probably be loving.
He would be very loving. He takes care of his boys. I could be one of his boys.
That's true.
Pete Gass was at the show with him. Yeah, Shane would be nice. But that's our top 3. That was by far the gayest moment in all of the podcast ever.
It's funny though.
It was pretty funny. I wonder if Gable's going to listen to this one. Since he's not on it. We never listened to him.
I've never listened to that one I was on before. I don't want to hear my own voice.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
What's funny though is
stand my own voice.
Whenever I put it on to like edit it and listen, I crack myself up. Like I'll listen to like a minute of me talking. I'm like, I'm so fucking funny. I'll just start laughing at stuff I say. I don't know. I think it's hilarious. But I don't like. I've never listened to the episodes. I just listen to while I edit it.
We only know one person who listens to him for sure.
I know. That's it.
Not gonna do it.
Wouldn't be prudent.
Yep.
Is he gonna like that?
Yeah, I think so. A shout out there. But getting back to the topic at hand.
Okay. Now that we've gayed out the podcast.
How do you come back from gaying out the podcast?
The gayest match ever. Lesnar versus Goldberg. That's
true.
That's how we top it off.
A match no one wanted, nor did we ask for ever. Nor was it in anybody's fantasy match. In their dreams, ever. No one wanted to see it.
If I got 2K17, I would not.
I won't get it.
Versus
I refuse to get it.
I'm not getting
it. I didn't even beat the last one last year. I got tired of it.
I'm a chump, and I'm not getting it. I refuse to get it after what I went through. So Lesnar versus Goldberg. Now, initially I was like, Lesnar's going to win.
I hope you're not changing your tune, because if I have a lot of feelings on if he loses.
Here's the thing. Like, I really see no reason why Lesnar would lose this match. It would be stupid if he did. But, like, both their egos seem so big to me. Even Goldberg. Like, you think Goldberg's coming back for one match and he's just going to fucking job out and lose? I just have a hard time.
Sting did.
He did.
And Sting's bigger guy than...
he is, but Sting doesn't have a reputation as being like a fucking douchebag.
But maybe Goldberg's got money, though. Maybe he got what he wanted monetary-wise.
Yeah, monetarily. And then also his kids didn't get to see him in the ring. But
it's funny.
I don't know, man.
Did you hear that they said that he married a Canadian to appease the Canadian fans? For the death of Bret Hart's career.
Did they really say that?
No, but it's kind of funny if you think about it. Yeah, I heard. I think I heard it on the. Was it either Taz show or JR's podcast I was listening to? They mentioned. Yeah, where he mentioned that his wife was Canadian.
That's really funny.
That's pretty funny.
Do you think he's gonna get booed? I bet he does.
He's got to. Yeah. He's got to.
I think it's gonna be surprisingly mixed, and a lot of people cheering him. I do.
Either that, or they're gonna be mixed. We didn't want this.
Yeah.
Like, who want? I don't care. In this match, like, they were talking about it, but like sprung out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't, like...
Who wants to see it?
On the Taz show, they were talking about how... Isn't Rumble in, like, a big arena or something?
Yeah, it's done at the Alamo Dome.
So what are they going to do to sell that? I guess Undertaker's back now.
Yeah, I'm surprised. No, I'm not surprised. I figured as much he'd be on SmackDown, because they need a little more bigger guys, more talent.
From what he said, are they trying to say he's back, like, part-time now or something?
That's what I took from it.
That's weird. I guess his hip surgeries went well.
That's what I was confused about, too. I thought he just had surgery, and he's back.
He had fucking crutches. Did you see that picture of him? Like,
I heard about it, though.
The Jimmy crutches.
Did he? The Jimmy crutches.
Yeah, he had the Jimmy crutches.
Oh, my. What an audience.
You're a great audience. Great audience.
Did you ever talk about that show on here? The Love of South Park?
Oh, yeah. I mentioned South Park.
That show's... okay, let's do an impromptu top 3 favorite characters.
Oh, boy.
I got 3 of them.
Let's hold for the top 3 music. Alright, our top 3 South Park characters. This is going to be hard for me.
No particular order, though. It doesn't have to be...
no
order?
Let's
just do your favorite 3.
Okay. Well, I have 2.
Well, let's do one at a time, then.
Oh, Cartman is one of my
favorite. Yeah, he was 3. One. He's in my list of top 3.
Butters would probably be number 1 for me.
He's in my top 3. And the third one, who do you think it is?
Give me yours.
Shit. Randy Marsh.
Okay, Randy.
Yeah, those 3 are my favorite characters.
Those are my favorites, too.
And what rounds out the top 5 is probably the new guy. I love he's the guy that's made with I'm stuttering. Stanley.
Stanley, that's his name?
No, it's not Stanley. No, it's remember the guy who was goofing on Jimmy the past few years? He's like, Steven.
Yeah,
hey, Jimmy. How you doing, Jimmy? Hey, Jim.
In the ass by a shark.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. The favorite line is that one episode where he's like, he's doing where the episode where Timmy's doing the goat, like what the hell is that, the Uber thing?
Yeah.
Like he starts doing, like he pulls up to that.
They're doing those races, like
the wacky cartoon races. Yeah, that's an episode too where Steven pulls up and like he's trying to get Jimmy fired or something, and he picks up this chick and he's like, she's talking to him. He's like, "Would you like to see my penis?" And the guy's like, "Sure," or something like that. He's like, "No," he's like, "Would you like to see mine?" Then Steven's like, "What?" And like the next scene cuts to like him in the bathroom with that guy. He's getting fucked in the ass, I think. Oh yeah,
dude. I haven't gotten the fucking new season on Blu-ray yet.
I'm telling you,
I need to do an order.
You got to get that one. Plus, like the season it's on right now. I think so. And it's nice now. If you notice, like the last few seasons, the episodes have been all connecting. I mean, obviously you know that because you've seen like the which I like really a lot. Like they're all finally connecting. It's like one entire story long season. Yeah,
I like that too. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Well, we are done with this segment. We've done 3 top 3s. We got really gay. It was a good time. And we're going to take a break. We're going to be back with a movie review. One movie review. We'll be back. Hello! La la la, we're back. We're back for the final segment because what we're going to do here is we're going to do a movie review. And since we're not going to do the top 5 this week because I think Gable has his top 5 ready. And don't worry, Brooks, your top 5 is written down too.
What is it?
It's
Tell me off air if you want to say it.
It's top 5 remakes.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should just give your top 5
Fives to him
this week. And we'll do just yours.
Okay.
And then next week, me and Gable will do ours.
But I can't do them in particular order. I'll just say, like...
Oh, boy, this is going to get rough. We're going to have to pause it at some point. You can think of them.
Well, I have them. It's just I don't know the order.
You have 5 already?
Yeah, but I don't know, like, the thing. Don't know if I can place them in order, though.
Well, you can give yours after we do the movie review.
Okay.
You'll give them. But yeah, don't worry, Brooks, you didn't do it for nothing. We'll read yours next week. I still have them. We'll do them. But for this week's movie review, we're going to start our movie reviews here.
Sure you want to?
That's supposed to be talking. And here we go. I don't know that I want to. I don't know, dude. I didn't hate this movie.
I didn't
You're
like
not
this.
sure what you thought of it because you were sleeping.
Well, to be fair, I worked pretty hard that night. Yeah. Not really, no, but
Not really.
No, I'll tell you what though. Should I say anything about it or?
Well, here I'm going to read the synopsis
for
this movie. The year is 1926. That answers that question because I was asking when it took place.
Although, to be fair, it'd be funny if it was 1906.
Yeah, 1906. And Newt Scamander has just completed a global excursion to find and document an extraordinary array of magical creatures. Arriving in New York for a brief stopover, he might have come and gone without incident, were it not for a no-mage, American for muggle, named Jacob, a misplaced magical case, and the escape of some of Newt's fantastic beasts, which could spell trouble for both the wizarding and no-mage worlds. Alright, before I get into this, what's the thing you were going to say?
Well, it was going to be about the beginning of the movie. That was probably my favorite part. The opening title sequence, how it showed various, like, like mentions of, like, Harry Potter stuff we've, like, known from the other movies, but, like, obviously it's the past, so it'd be like, you know what I mean? Just, like, various little nuances.
Yeah, like how they were showing that newspaper, and I was like, I was like, hey, Tito, does this newspaper mean anything? You're like, I don't fucking know.
Well, was the American. That was the American one, though. That wasn't the. But it wasn't the. Oh.
I sat there like an idiot in front of everyone. Everyone laughed at me.
All of 2 people.
One.
I don't even think there was one. I think there was no one in the room, quite frankly.
That's true. So you like the opening?
Yeah, and then I like something else a little later that I'm sure that the surprise that you're beginning to.
On here. But I thought the 3D was really good. I like the 3D.
I thought, yeah. From what I remember, it was okay.
When you fell asleep, it got even better.
No, it didn't. No, I'm telling you. Speaking of 3D, before we move on, if I can just jump in real quick. No, I'll hold that after. We'll get back to it. I was going to say the best 3D movie I've ever seen is a movie.
Bloody Valentine
3D. It's going to be one that you'll see about upcoming on this show.
Hold on, let me think for a second.
We talked about earlier. You got to wait. You said that
wasn't 3D.
Yeah, that was the best 3D I've ever seen in the theater.
Really?
Yeah, because we sat so close. It was so fucking good. Even watching it on Dun Dun Dun, we'll bring up Brooks again. His TV, because he has a 3D TV. It still looks fucking good on there.
Really?
I'm telling you.
You're talking about Pacific Rim.
Yes, exactly. That was the best 3D I've seen since Avatar.
Okay,
Moving on.
You're doing good, but there you go.
Moving on.
Right. There it is.
Okay.
That's the G spot right there.
I'll let you get back to the order at hand.
No, but yeah, I didn't know that was in 3D.
I'm telling you. Well, obviously, you wasn't working at any movie theater back then, so you wasn't able to scream. But had you screamed, you might have said, "Man, that's the best 3D I've ever seen," or not.
I would have said it.
I would have said it.
I would have fucking said it. Okay. I would have said it. Okay, my first note I have is I really don't like the main character in this movie. He is fucking annoying, and I just want to punch him in the face. He talks like a mumbling retard, so I can't hear what he's saying half the time. I hated him.
Yeah, I agree. Some of his facial expressions, especially.
Some of his facial expressions.
Remember that one? He was in the bed.
He was in the bed.
No, he's like this.
He was like this in the bed. That's him. That was being him.
Oh, okay.
That's him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
He looked weird.
Like, why is it like a fucking a pissed off child?
Yeah, he looked really weird. His face.
Yeah. But I hated the character. I thought Jacob's character was pretty funny at times. The fat dude, I liked him.
I like that dude. He's been in a bunch of other movies. Dan Fogler, he's a funny guy.
Dan Fogler, it's pronounced Fogler.
Oh, sorry, Fogler.
It's pronounced Fogler. Okay, so Newt runs into Jacob, and they have the exact same suitcase. So as soon as you see, you're like, all right, they're gonna get switched.
You've seen the movie. You've seen that done so many times. Yeah, you're waiting for it.
That was just obvious and predictable. And when it happened, I was like, "Whoa!" It happened. I was so shocked.
Yeah.
That was kind of lame. And to me, this is the problem with me. I think wizards are lazy. Wizards are just lazy.
Well, obviously, yeah, because they can use the wand and just cast spells.
Like they use the magic to do stuff like cook, iron, and stir their cocoa. But for some reason, they can't use it to do something useful like catch these beasts.
But they are multitasking, though.
They are
doing the other things.
Why can't they use their magic to just make the fucking thing appear, go back into the suitcase? Why can't they use their magic for anything that's going to actually help them in the movie? They use it for stupid shit, but whenever they actually need it, they don't use it.
I'm also think wasn't the whole point of from the Harry they didn't want to use it in public because they didn't want the Muggles to know that they could do stuff. They disappeared
a lot in public in this movie. They did it all the fucking time. At the beginning of the movie, they did it like 4 times in the bank part. He kept disappearing in front of people all the time in the beginning. He kept doing the teleport thing.
I can't.
Did you fall asleep that early?
No, I know what you're talking. Yeah, because that was in the alleyway, right? Yeah. When he runs into that girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
Before that, he probably transported like 3 times.
Okay.
It was ridiculous. He just kept doing it, but I don't know. I was like, this is my problem I have with magic, though. Like my same issue with Doctor Strange. I'm like, you can do basically anything. You can do anything, but so why? Like, I don't understand why these things happening are an issue for you if you can just use your magic to basically do anything. Magic just seems like a giant plot hole waiting to happen, in my opinion. I don't know. The Prestige, it was done right. I don't know. I don't know.
That was a good movie.
That was a really good
fucking movie.
I don't have that movie on Blu-ray, I don't think.
I do.
I need to get that. Are there any bonus features on it?
The same ones are on the DVD, but it's still worth getting.
I'll just have to look at these, see how the video quality is. The Ron Perlman elf was gay because I don't like Ron Perlman and he sucks.
You might hate... Well...
I actually have a very similar thing on my Pacific Rim notes.
Okay.
I just don't like Ron Perlman. I think his face is dumb. I don't like his voice. I just don't like Ron Perlman at all. I don't like that.
He's on one of the greatest TV dramas ever on FX.
Oh yeah, he's
Sons of Anarchy.
Stranger Things.
That's good too. That's really good.
Yeah,
you should check that out.
He's in Sons of Anarchy.
That's a great show. If you're not into I'm not truly into the whole motorcycle shit, but that's a good fuking show, man.
What kind of show is with some pussy killing himself? Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that was kind of he just runs.
He killed himself the way his dad died.
Yeah, by running into a truck.
Yeah, I know what happened.
Well, you read the spoilers.
No, I watched the whole show. I was just kidding. I saw it. I watched the whole series.
I mean, it ended though the way it should have. I thought that show.
Did it?
I think so.
Oh, okay. No, Jackie loves Sons of Anarchy. So I'm like, oh, cool, Sons of Anarchy. Tell me about Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
No, I don't know that really happened. She's not going to listen, so who cares? For most of this movie, I just didn't care about what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, the story just seemed really lacking. Like, nothing important was really happening. Like, okay, he loses these beasts. There's some sort of weird thing in the city, I guess, that's not connected to him that's causing problems, too. But nothing seemed like it was a big deal. Like... I don't know, the story just didn't seem very big to me, and it just seemed really flat. Like, it seemed like there's a lot of eye candy.
Well, even the overall villains of the story aren't there's the threat's not really near where it was with the Harry Potter films with Voldemort. Yeah, so there was no huge threat to, okay, there's creatures out there, what's the point of going get them?
Yeah, and Colin Farrell, I thought, was a villain for the first... hour and a half of the movie. I was like, is he the villain or not? He's not even doing anything bad.
I've assumed he was the villain.
I did too. He turned out to be. Yeah. For the first hour and a half of the movie, I'm like, why is he the villain? Because all he's doing is trying to stop these bad things from happening. And then finally, he's like, oh, I'm going to try to use this other power. I was like, okay, I guess he is the villain finally. But I don't know. It's just... Oh, and this is the thing you were talking about. The other thing I assume you thought was cool.
Yeah.
How what happens?
Should I say it?
Yeah, say it.
Well, remember there was this past week that they let out that Johnny Depp signed on to play Grindelwald, the love interest of
Colin Farrell?
No, he's the love interest back when he was younger of Dumbledore, I thought.
Wait, they're gay?
Duh. Dumbledore's gay. You didn't know that?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
that.
And
this was obviously a lot of people are also saying that we might see a younger Dumbledore
too. Yeah,
too.
they said Dumbledore was in the next one.
Yeah, but that's surprising that Johnny Depp actually filmed his scene for this movie, which I didn't think they did. I thought that he just signed on for to be in the next one, but no, he's in this one.
Yeah.
Brief scene, but he's in it. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting. Oh, I mean,
I didn't either.
Whenever we were watching, I told you someone mentioned to me that he might be in it.
But then, even looking back to the beginning of the movie, now remember that first shot you see from behind. Remember I said I think that's hair. Johnny Depp. Yeah. And looking back, now
I was like, no, it's Colin Farrell. But we were both kind of right.
That's true. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it probably was him though. His head.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's at least.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool that he showed up. Now here's an issue that I had that you're probably not even going to be able to weigh in on because I'm pretty sure you were asleep through this whole thing because I kept trying to tell you things and you weren't responding. So.
Speaking of that, let's hold, before you finish. Were you kicking the thing a lot to make me wake up? Because I would do that when Brooks is with me sleeping. I would kick the chair to get him to wake up. But I'm convinced you were kicking the thing because every time I felt something, I woke up.
I was moving my feet. But I wasn't.
But you wasn't kicking something to get me to wake up.
No, I didn't kick.
I thought for sure you did.
I'll keep that in mind for next time.
That's what I do to other people to fall asleep. I just kick the seats or something to get them to.
How dare you?
You got to though. It's
How dare you fall asleep?
I didn't mean to. It was so late.
It was real. We were watching.
We were watching it online.
Yeah.
Because it is on. Yeah, it's
that's
on
legal.
there. Well, that's why I would do all my moving watching.
Yeah,
Thank you, Al Gore.
Al Gore created the internet. He rules.
Hooray!
Hooray for the Gore. Okay, so this you're not going to be able to weigh in on, but okay, so the city gets all fucked up and destroyed. Okay, from these beasts and everything that's going on. Tons and tons of humans see this thing happen. Okay, so after it's all over, they wipe everyone's memory by making it rain magic rain. Did you see this?
I saw none of that.
So
holy shit! So I did miss quite a bit.
All this stuff happens, and the whole city's getting destroyed. All the main people are in the subway, underground in the subway, because they stopped fucking Grindelwald or they're in the subway, and they start making it rain outside, and all these people are on the side are getting rained on, so they're forgetting what's happening because it's erasing their memory. And it's wiping their memory if the rain touches them because they're outside. And if the rain doesn't touch them, it doesn't wipe their memory.
So
because Jacob is underneath in the subway with them, and all the main wizards are like, you gotta erase his memory too. They're like, do we really? They're like, yeah. Not even one person can remember.
What about if they had an umbrella?
This is where I'm going with this. So they go, you gotta erase Jacob's memory because not one single person can remember. It's too risky. So they're like, okay. So they take Jacob outside and have it rain on him, and he starts forgetting. So what about everyone else that's not in the fucking rain? What about someone that has an umbrella? What about someone that saw what was happening, got scared, and went in their fucking house because they didn't want to get killed? What about all these other people that weren't standing in the rain? How did their memories get erased? It doesn't make any sense. It was completely retarded.
I have no thought. I can't think of anything.
It doesn't make any sense.
I fell asleep.
They even specifically show you that he was underground, so he wasn't affected. And then they have him go out. I'm like, there's got to be so many people that aren't standing in the rain right now that are going to remember everything. That's dumb.
Like I said, though, from the movie wasn't. It's not a Harry Potter movie, regardless of even if it was based on that book. It's just not.
Nor is it a Harry Potter movie. Did you hear about the new book that came out?
That the Cursed Child.
Yeah, that's basically they took a screenplay and made it look exactly like the other books do, so it'll sell. Yeah. Because it looks just like the other books.
Yeah, I've seen the cover to it, yeah.
Okay, so Newt finally learns his lesson after all this time from the beast escaping from the suitcase, and then he just decides to tie a thin rope around the suitcase. Like, really, dude? You have all this magic, and it was just supposed to be a little joke. Like, they showed the little rope, and you're like, ha, 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 he tied a rope around it. Why didn't he just, use his magic to make locks that work? Why didn't he do anything to stop this suitcase from opening every fucking 10 seconds? It's dumb. It's dumb, I tell you. It's dumb.
What is it?
It's dumb.
Say it again.
It's dumb, I tell you. It's dumb.
Okay.
It's like a British comedy. It's stupid.
Oh, back Watch.
Not the
maintain
opera.
low tones.
I meant Monty Python. It's like a Monty Python.
No.
It's stupid.
I hate Monty Python.
It's like Monty Python. It's
no,
stupid.
all the new BBC shows going now, like the last 10, 15 years are awesome. Check them out.
Okay. Now, the ending also pissed me off. So, Queenie, who you probably don't remember because you were sleeping, is the sister. Like, the sister of the main girl. There was.
She was hot.
She was hot. So, she had a thing for Jacob throughout the
I do remember that, yeah.
So, at the end of the very end of the movie, she goes to his, like, bakery that he ends up getting, and then she starts talking to him, and he has this fucking, like, I gotta take a shit gay look on his face like I might remember, and then it ends. I'm like, well, that's stupid. Does he remember or not? They don't tell you. You don't know if he remembers it. I'm like, I hate that. I hate ambiguous bullshit endings like that. I hate that. Just make it clear. If he remembers, he remembers. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Don't do your stupid fucking bullshit. You're dumb fucking... It's dumb. It's dumb, I tell you. It's dumb. Don't do that shit. Just saying. That's all I'm saying. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
I mean, it's average.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I didn't think it was great. That was alright.
Maybe, I mean, honestly, I have to watch it again, but I know I'm not going to... it's not going to be in my multiple viewing habits.
What would you rate it out of 10?
4.
There's no build up to that at all. A 4, he says, a 4. A 4, that's...
I mean, it was, like I said, it didn't have the feel of the Harry Potter films, no characters I gave a shit about,
Yeah,
and
like I said,
no overall threat to, like, continue, like, to make more movies, and they're making 2 more.
Aren't they making 5 now?
Based
I'm
on
pretty sure
what?
They're making 5 now.
But now they're making everything up. Or just taking
shit
shit that they didn't use from the books or the past and whatnot.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be a trilogy initially, but I'm pretty sure they just announced it's going to be 5 movies. Based on a book in the Harry Potter films that a teacher is reading from. That's all it is, right?
That's what I thought, yeah.
J.K. Rowling wrote the screenplay, I think, for this.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's time to just move on. Yeah, move on. Let's forget the Harry Potter. I mean, hell, then why don't they just remake the fucking movies at this point?
I'm telling you. Weren't they talking about doing Twilight again or something?
Or doing spin-off, like making additional stories, which...
I don't think anyone's going to give a fuck about that at that
I
point.
don't think anymore. I think that craze is over. Those movies, they were okay. I didn't hate them, but they weren't very...
I think Twilight movies were definitely a craze, as opposed to... I think Harry Potter is loyal fans that will come watch another Harry Potter movie.
Do you remember what I said? Remember the joke is like, if I was thinking about like back then when the movies were the midnight showings, if any single guy wanted to get laid, go to the midnight showing of X, there'd be so many fucking... sexed up women of every age. So like,
talk about sexed up women. You should see that when 50 Shades of Grey comes out.
Oh Jesus!
We had so many wet seats in that theater afterwards. I'm kidding.
I'm going.
I'm going. Yeah. So that's it for the movie review. But now let's get into some random stuff. Now, I watched Justice League War. You see that?
I saw it once. It was. I've seen it twice. It's okay.
I saw it once, and I was like, "This is good. This is going to be exactly what the Justice League movie is going to be, except live action and with a couple of different Justice League members."
Pretty much.
It really seems like
it's close.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was done very well. I don't know. It's just like they didn't meet each other before that movie.
And the movie seemed really rushed.
Yeah.
They introduced like a lot of characters for the first time. But so the DC movie animated films are like tied together?
Now they are.
Are they?
They just started. It actually started with that movie.
Oh, did it?
It was that's the first one, right? Yeah, Justice League. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's where they did the starting off point from all the movies since then.
Because I remember at the end of it, they had some sort of mid-credit scene where something was like...
Yeah, that was. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it was from Atlantia setting up the sequel.
With Aquaman?
His brother. Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah. So,
there are some other good, like, coming up, though, like, which I'm excited about.
Animated ones?
Yeah, which I can't wait. Comes out in January, February. I got it pre-ordered already. I'm getting the deluxe set that comes with the statue.
Like what?
So, I gotta say the movie first. It's Justice League Dark.
Oh,
I can't wait. I fucking love them characters.
It about?
It's like the supernatural, and like magical part of the DC universe. It has Constantine, Deadman, Swamp Thing.
I read the synopsis for that.
Yeah, I can't wait. They're doing the movie too, which I can't fucking wait to see the movie because I love them characters. All good ones.
Those seem like some good guys.
Yeah, that's upcoming.
This is completely unrelated. But where do you weigh in on what happened with Joey Styles? Because I have something to say about that.
I thought at the beginning, I thought it was like part of the storyline they were
right.
doing.
We can talk about that.
I thought for sure it was sort of the storyline, but then like I said after, I think WWE might have stepped in and told him, "Hey, you gotta do something."
You think you should have got
their relationship?
Fired?
No,
I completely
over
agree
a tweet.
Okay. Well, it wasn't a tweet. It was over what he said.
Oh, that's to the chick, right?
Yeah, because basically what he said was
the whole pussy grabbing thing, which I think is really funny. I want to buy a shirt that says that.
Well, you know what's really fucking
Grab
funny?
Some puss.
I didn't put this together when we were at the show, but Finch told me afterwards. At the House of Hardcore show, this was clearly a reference to Trump. Tommy Dreamer grabs the one girl's pussy in the ring.
Get out.
It's like a move, yeah. No one had a problem with that at the time. Granted, House of Hardcore is not exactly as mainstream.
But I could have sworn he did that in ECW too. You talking about like he'll grab on to like maybe it's because of the guys. I remember him doing it too. Yeah. He would hold on to their nutsack.
Yeah,
but he wasn't really holding on.
But basically, Joey Styles was saying that the whole point of it was because he's like, yeah, he's gonna. You look so good, Ty. He's gonna grab you. Someone, one of our president-elect would grab you by your. Doesn't say it. And he goes, speaking of which, then he goes into a promo with the guy. So basically, he's calling the guy a pussy. The whole reason he said the line, because he is having some program with some other guy, was so he could insinuate he's calling the guy a pussy. And like, dude, I got into this fucking Twitter argument hardcore with this stupid fucking bitch, okay?
How did you find her?
All I did was make someone made, I don't know how I saw her on there, but she made some comment about anyone that thinks that Joey Styles getting fired is overreacting is an idiot or something like that. I was like, are you fucking kidding?
We live in the pussified generation now. I hate these kids now. I hate them.
She was like, her name was like wrestling feminism or something bullshit like that. So I was like, really? Are you kidding me? So we were arguing forever about this on there. And then I eventually gave up because she's a fucking idiot. And then Mickie James, did you read Mickie James' open letter about Joey Styles?
I didn't. I heard about it.
Basically completely supported him and backed up every point I made in my argument. So I just tweeted her.
Yeah, you told me, you said,
I'm done. I sent the link.
Or something. Yeah. What'd you say?
Yeah, I was like, I'm done. And just sent her the link to it. And I didn't hear anything from her since.
Yeah, this generation, man, they're so fucking pussified. They don't... Everything's so PC.
That's why my whole points were like, first of all, why don't you get a fucking sense of humor? And my second point was, this wouldn't even be a big deal if it wasn't Donald Trump.
For sure.
I was like, you think this is a bad thing because it's something popular in the media, and you want to look like you fucking stand for something. That's all it is. You want to look like you stand for something, you're a good fucking person. You don't give a fuck about this.
No, then people always show up. A lot of times, too, when grief happens, I call them, or no, I don't call them that, but I remember the term that was used on, they used it on Tell 'em Steve Dave, they call them grief hawks.
You know how the people on Facebook will like put something on their Facebook when something happens?
Yeah, like them people, they were affected. Like, really? You were...
the bombing
shut
in
the
France,
fuck up.
like everyone will put like a French flag or something. It's like, really?
Yeah. We need to get back to basics when Facebook was used for originally, when it's supposed to be used for.
I was trying to find victims to rape.
Well, the fucker.
Oh.
Go out with, get dates. That's all it is.
I've been doing this all wrong.
Well, you have then, I guess. I don't use Facebook anymore, if you want to know the truth.
Are you supposed to ask before you have sex with a girl?
Well, it depends on if you want to continue to fuck said girl and stay out of jail. I think it would be worth it.
I gotta rethink things.
Oh boy, you're in a lot of trouble there, pal.
Oh, wait, he's telling me Vince McMahon. You're in trouble there, pal.
Play him off, Johnny.
That's not funny. Don't say that. That's not funny at all. It was funny you did. It's not funny on the fucking show at all. Oh, that's funny. Nothing funnier than a rape joke. Anyway. You have some other things you want to bring up?
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a couple things, right?
Yeah, we'll start off with a good, since it being Thanksgiving week, and how on TV and whatnot, I remember as a kid growing up on, like, USA, TNT, TBS, like, Thanksgiving and like that.
Superstation.
Yeah, the Superstation. That whole weekend was nothing but, like, movies from, like, the 80s and shit. A lot of good, good movies. But this is a newer one, I think. And it also comes back to wrestling because it stars a wrestling star. And I believe it's a throwback to like Death Wish and like shit like that, like old like revenge driven movies, good ones. Like,
where are we going with this?
We're going faster, David. That's where we're going.
Oh
A
my
movie
God,
called
it's The Rock.
Faster.
It's The Rock.
Yes, starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Wasn't Liam Neeson in that?
No, Billy Bob Thornton's in that
Billy
though.
Bob Thornton
Yes,
in
he
that?
was in that. But that's a good.
That is a good
That is
movie.
a good fucking movie because
I saw
his
that
character,
movie.
like the entire movie, like he doesn't deviate from the point at hand. He's out for getting revenge on them guys that fucking killed his brother, or per se. And like, yeah, it's a good movie.
That's a real good movie. Isn't there like a twist at the end too?
Yeah, he doesn't end up killing the one guy.
I thought there was some sort of twist or something, like he found something out or something happened.
Yeah, I can't. He found out something that they were all the people that were involved.
Billy Bob Thornton's supposed to be a cop, but he was a bad guy.
Yeah, because what happened was Billy Bob, all his CIs were in that house that The Rock's brother was in, and that he got killed in, and that's why The Rock is out to hunt, but like all them CIs down because of that. But yeah, it all connects to Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, that was real cool.
But and then like the entire movie too, there's also that hitman that took out the contract to kill. They don't really call in the movie. The Rock's character, I don't think had a name.
I don't think he did either.
Yeah, he didn't have a name, but like there's that hitman that they sent out to come kill him, and like they had to shoot it, and they didn't kill each other. Yeah. But even into that movie, which will segue into my thing about what I was telling you, and in that movie it plays that song by Shortchange Hero. No, that's
Dallas Cowboy?
No. Hold on. Where's my? Can we pause this?
Oh my God! Pause. We gotta pause. We're pausing it. What's that song called? You just thought of it, right? You didn't.
Yeah, no, it's by a band called The Heavy. It's called Shortchange Hero.
See, we were gonna look it up, but you were just you thought
yeah,
of
it just
so
came. We
just
came
naturally.
automatically hit record again.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of that movie, it plays like it's his character's like towards into the end of the movie, towards the end of the credits, as his character is riding off into the sunset in that vehicle, being chased by the cops. Like I like endings like that because that's what the character's doing. Like he came to town to get like his revenge on that, and he ended up like seeing the light. He didn't kill everybody, but he got the main one that should have fucking got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the movie, like they still after him because obviously he has to go back to jail, which he shouldn't have because he committed rights that were wronged. But yeah, at the end of the movie, just like shows that long shot of like the highway, like he's just fucking going off into the sunset and just plays that song.
At the right.
Song fits in perfectly. Which leads me to my next theory or not theory. Thing.
I would say the Logan trailer is another example of a good
song. God, that song fucking fits perfectly in that song. Matter of fact, I think we need to watch that trailer after this. Yeah. Just to see, that fucking song. Yeah, it continues, There's certain songs in movies, like you just remember.
Yeah, like that's perfect.
That fits perfectly with the everything about it, that's the Johnny Cash version too of her, not the 9 Inch Nails. Which, even though Trent Reznor created this song, I believe, it was 9 Inch Nails song first. Yeah, I still think Johnny Cash's song version is way better. It's slower.
I'm not even a big 9 Inch Nails fan, but
that song fits that perfectly.
Back to your original point.
But that Shortchanged Hero, they also used that in the Arkham City trailer back when that came out, and that song fit so fucking perfectly.
Wait, is it the song where it's like, how's the song
it's
go?
Like it's the should we say it on here?
Yes.
I mean, it's like there ain't no place, this ain't no place for no
yes,
hero.
I
That's
love
that song.
Yeah.
When that song like fits perfectly in that trailer, just the images and stuff, which made me think they ought to do that in the movie, like as the trailer. If I was into like cutting trailers, I would they need to make a movie where like that, Like for example, like where Batman's being outgunned by everybody, like he's just bombarded with fucking villains, like he's trying to fight through like blood and shit. He's all fucked up. Like just the villains are just decimating him, but like just like that, and like it does like in the trailer where it does like the wide shot and then it says Arkham City. And that's how it ended. But even like Gears of War, the first trailer they played that song, the Gary Jules Mad World song.
Oh yeah, I remember
that song fits perfectly too with that first trailer. That was a song that they used for all the trailers throughout the series. But then in the third game, you actually hear that song in the game.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's when the one character pretty much like they're at this power plant and they got to destroy it, but like he's in the last thing that like can fucking blow him up. So like the guy pretty much commits suicide, and like as he runs away from the plant, and they like everybody like marks and everybody thinks he's running away, but then like he's just going out there just to gain speed so he can fucking just floor that like pretty much missile into the building and destroy all the fucking locusts and whatnot. Yeah, he does that.
They do that a lot more in game trailers.
And it's cool though because it slows down. Like when he in the video footage, like he comes flying back, but it's playing the instrumental version of that song, but it fits perfectly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love when they do that shit.
They play a lot of songs in the Call of Duty trailers, but I don't think
they do.
I don't know that do you think they fit as well?
Some of them, for example, we'll go back to Modern Warfare 2, back when they used the Eminem song "When the Roof Till I Collapse." That was perfect. That fucking song fit perfect. I've watched that trailer so many times just because that song fits perfectly with the images. But yeah, even in like some of the credit scenes in the Call of Duty movies, not movies, well eventually a movie, but the games. Although the last couple years they haven't been using the music, but like from Black Ops they did. They played the Pink song with Eminem, I Won't Back Down. That was in the credits. So was Gimme Shelter, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of them Call of Duty games, they will play like real... I like when they do play real music, like
they do a lot more in game trailers than they do movie trailers.
Yeah. Like even now, for example, that Gears of War 4, back when they first brought out the trailer earlier the year, they were using that disturbed version of Sound of Silence, which I don't know if you might have heard it or in passing, maybe something, but it's a good cover song, but it fit perfectly.
Like another thing you wonder too is like, I mean, obviously you have to pay licensing fees to put it in the trailer, but the thing is, if you're going to put it in the trailer, can't you just use it in the movie too? Throw it in the fucking credits.
I would think so. Or, and like throw them a bone, like, hey, we'll use this. You guys want to make up a new song? We'll put it on our soundtrack.
I'm surprised they don't do it more.
I agree.
Yeah, but Logan, that's a great one.
That's a good example.
Yeah, they should definitely do it more. I agree with that. You make some good points there, Travis. Tito. Was there was something else too that you wanted to talk about? I think, or was there? Maybe there wasn't. I could have swore there was another one. Maybe not. Maybe it was those two things that you connected. I think.
Yeah. I think it was just the two things wanting to connect.
I think that might be about all we have for this week's show.
Isn't this your Thanksgiving go-home show?
This is the go-home show to our Thanksgiving meal. This is the go-home show to the meal. So what we should do is everyone should have this playing in the homes, in your home, whenever you're eating dinner, like at the dinner table. Everyone should be listening to this as you eat. Yeah, everyone should be listening to this while they eat their Thanksgiving dinner. I get to work on Thanksgiving at night.
I have to, too. Plus, I get paid double time, so it's totally worth it.
I get time and a half.
Well, we're both different.
You're so cool.
Well, we can say what we do if you want.
No one knows that I work at a theater. Fuck.
Oh, boy.
Fuck.
What do you think I do? Let's say what I do.
Double time on Thanksgiving, you sell drugs.
I wish. Well, I give drugs.
Oh my god, you deal with drugs.
I do deal with drugs.
Double time on Thanksgiving. Are you a construction worker?
It is a career.
Churches?
No, I mean, there is a church involved, but I don't go down to the chapel ever.
There's a church? What do you mean there's a church involved?
Where I work, there is a chapel, because it is, well, I mean...
Do you ever, like, go near it and you start getting hot like you're starting to burn or something?
No, not really. But now that you say that, I don't really...
I thought because you're evil and you know what I mean. You're gonna...
Yeah, that's it. But like, yeah. Well, no, I'm a nurse.
Go to hell.
Yeah, that's why.
I thought you were a priest.
Well, close enough.
Oh.
I give last rites. I've had people die. I'll tell you what, that's a fucked up thing when walking into a room and someone's like dead. Like, dude, they're literally hard as a rock.
I couldn't do it.
I walked in there and I was like, because the person was hospice. I mean, I'm not getting in trouble because I'm not giving any names nor where I work at. But yeah, I walked in the room.
Ron Perlman.
No, I mean the person was. We all knew she was out. But yeah, I walked in the room like as stiff as a fucking doorbell. Like the eyes were all like they were open, like just staring.
Yeah.
Like I had to go get the charge nurse to come down to pretty much call. She had to check her, listen and see if she was still breathing and whatnot, and had to call. That was a trippy time, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's why I couldn't do it. I can be wrong.
It's good money.
Maybe too depressing for me though.
Like I said,
some people can handle it. You can handle it. I can't.
The residents love me, which I'm still amazed.
You're like, why?
Yeah, I agree. Like
I'm such a dick.
Not there,
such a
but
bad person.
Outside, like things I do outside of work.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're a bad person.
I wouldn't.
I'm kidding.
No, yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's legal in, well, they just voted it legal in a few other states.
I'm not talking about weed. I'm talking about the other things you do.
I don't
like
really
remember whenever we went to WrestleMania 17 and you shattered that vending machine?
And no, that wasn't me. That was no. Let's not say that.
You're not saying his name. Let's just say that his dad owned a tank. I think Fitch and I talked about this on the video game thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
His dad owned a tank?
Yeah, I think he mentioned it. And he was like, we were like, we're not going to say who it is, but because he always claimed that his dad owned a tank or his grandfather owned a tank or something.
I could see maybe grandfather.
Brooks will remember that. I can't remember. I think he said it was his dad or his grandfather like owned a fucking tank. It was dude. He was ridiculous. Brooks is gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's funny. I don't remember if I've ever heard this story. Yeah. These guys ever bring that up about him.
Yeah. All right, that's it. We're done. We're done.
Good riddance.
Tito, thanks for filling in.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for joining us this week. You should everyone should go to our Twitter at Breakroom BS1. And then go to SoundCloud. Breakroom BS is the page, and Breakroom Bullshit to stream or download it. And that's it. We're done. We're gonna watch Survivor Series at some point. Oh, we might be recording. We're recording something else today.
We'll try. I don't. My throat fucking. I mean, yeah. we can get. It's gonna take long. We might have to start it.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. All right. We'll talk to you guys later, and we'll see Gable next week hopefully. All right. Bye everyone. See you. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Anything.
Alright, and we fucked up. We forgot to give Tito's top 5 remakes. We mentioned we were going to do that. And did we mention that we were going to do it, or we just talk about it when we weren't recording?
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't even fucking remember.
No, I think we were...
At some point, either on or off the mic, we said we were going to give Tito's top 5 this week for his remakes, and the next week we'll do myself, Gable, and all our fans that submitted theirs, Brooks. So we're just going to give your top 5 real quick. And what are your top 5 in no particular order except save your number 1?
Okay, no particular order. True Grit, the remake with Jeff
Goldblum.
No, not Goldblum.
Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. That was a good fucking remake. Really good.
I
like the original one a lot myself, but the remake I thought was pretty fucking good.
Oh, I gotta change my list. I forgot about a movie. Oh, I forgot about that. Go ahead.
We'll save that.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's one of 5. So another one is the Fright Night remake. I'm a huge fan of Fright Night, but that remake was pretty good. Even though they did a good job on that one. I liked it a lot. Colin Farrell did a good job in that movie.
I bet I know your number one. I bet I know
Jerry
your number
Dandridge.
One. Who's that?
That's the character, the villain from Fright Night. Jerry
I bet I know
Dandridge.
what your number 1 is, but go on.
I think you probably will know too. So that's 2. I got to give you 3 more. The Thing. The sequel, prequel. 1. No. Oh. You'll see what's number 1, which I'm surprised it's not your number 1 too.
Wait, the prequel sequel?
Or no, the prequel. Remember The Thing from 2011?
That's not a remake. That's a prequel.
Oh, fuck, you're right. But I thought it... Yeah, so that... Okay, X that.
Oh, boy. And you still need 3 more.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Can we pause a minute?
And pause. All right, things are back in order. Let's continue. What your first one was True Grit.
Yeah.
Then you had
Fright Night.
Let's go on.
And this next one will be the Hills Have Eyes remake.
That's
2006. Because they did a good job of it was pretty much like the original.
Yeah.
It didn't change much.
That's definitely one of the best horror remakes.
Yeah, it was good. So that was number 3, no particular order.
Okay.
Fuck, no, I lost. No, it brought me back. And it's a newer movie. But I like the original one myself, The Magnificent Seven. I thought the remake was really good.
I reviewed that one on here. People know I sucked that movie's cock like
it was really good.
I love that movie.
It was really good.
Dude, the death scene with Chris Pratt.
Yeah, that was cool. I didn't see that coming. I didn't think he'd have that on him.
That put me through 5 different emotions in a couple of minutes.
I didn't see that. I thought he was just going to die, but I didn't see his secret before what happened.
So good.
And number 1 is which. What?
Let's do it. What is it?
I'm surprised it's not on yours. My Bloody Valentine.
I didn't say it wasn't on mine.
Well, that's a good point.
Dude, I mentioned that movie earlier. Whenever you're talking about the greatest 3D movies, that movie is fucking amazing.
Plus, it was filmed around here, so we can go visit the places if we'd like to.
Are they haunted?
Well, no.
We'll go anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like the original...
Well, actually, no. The tunnels they filmed that are, though.
Oh, are they?
Some of them, yeah.
Those
the
are
mines.
the same tunnels from Day of the Dead, is it?
No, the one they're up in Tarentium.
Oh,
that's where they're at.
okay,
And that bridge, they used that. What the fuck? The same area they filmed. That bridge is in a lot of shit, a lot of movies. That town, they use it in Mothman Prophecies. Katanning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that Katanning Bridge. They use that in a lot of movies now.
Yeah, dude, that movie, dude, the original is great and the remake is just as great.
I think the remake might be better.
I think it might be too.
I mean, the original's still good, but I think the remake's better.
That's a great movie. That's that might be the first movie I saw in 3D that was the new 3D that's good now.
Yeah,
I think me and Brooks saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the new 3D.
Yeah, and it was real.
It was right after Avatar, or was it before Avatar?
I think fuck, I'm not sure. I know I saw it before Avatar.
So then it came out before then.
Avatar was 2009.
And that came out 2009 too, but I think it came in January 2009.
Okay,
it came out first.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a really good movie.
All right, well, that's Tito's top 5. He has a solid list there. I can't complain about any of those.
Yeah, they're good.
Except
good
True
choices.
Grit, but that's because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I can't say it's not good. I just haven't seen it.
Even speaking of True Grit, that's another movie. The trailer used another fucking Johnny Cash song, "God's Gonna Cut You Down," which fit perfectly with that, like the beat, the drums, and it fucking fit perfectly with that trailer.
All comes full circle.
It does.
The movie I'm surprised is not on your list. The Fly.
I like that,
Really?
but I wasn't a huge fan of the original. Help me! Help
I didn't like the original at all. You had The Thing on your list, right?
But that was... Oh my... Wait a minute. That was a remake.
The first one, not the prequel.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Yes, you didn't have The Thing on your list.
That's what I forgot about that. We'll add that in as a number 6.
Oh, whoa!
We'll do an honorable mention.
Thing is more than an honorable mention.
I know.
Oh, yeah. You pulled it again. Twice. I'm not kidding. Twice Gable has forgot his number 1. Twice. He'll do this top 5 and I don't know how he managed to do this. We did our top 5 superhero movies. He didn't fucking mention Deadpool. He was looking for that Deadpool movie for fucking years as soon as he heard about it. His favorite movie ever. And I'm like, my number 1's Deadpool. And he's like, fuck! Because he fucking
I wish I did that one.
Yeah. He fucking forgot about that.
But yeah, I'll just say that's definitely in my top 3 of favorites for sure.
Yeah.
That's the source material alone, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want in a comic book movie nowadays. Is that follow the source material and equals success.
That's good. Well, Gable, Tito's throat's hurting from all the dick sucking that's been going on here. You guys can't see it. There's a lot of oral sex happening. I know.
That's Seth Rollins, man.
The beard feels good too.
He stands at attention with the King of the Ring briefcase over his dick.
The King of the Ring briefcase?
Oh boy. Dun dun dun